everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bwalia from Zambia and this is my garden adventure. Today we're going to be looking at how to create a DIY solution for your plant foliage. This is extremely important for you to be able to know how to create something that will be user-friendly and will also contain ingredients that are easily accessible within your own home, but will also not damage your plant. Why do we need to clean our plants, especially for people that keep their plants within their homes? I'm speaking this loosely because I know that within my community, within my country, Zambia, we mostly keep our plants outdoors because of the favorable weather that we are privileged to have. So most of our plants, which are essentially called house plants, can be kept outdoors, but in specific conditions, of course. So whether your plants are kept indoors or outdoors, there are specific types of ways in which you need to take care of them, one of which is to clean out their foliage. So for foliage plants, especially plants that have got glossy, clear leaves, those plants need to be cleaned regularly because they tend to accumulate some dust over time. So based on the environment that you have kept your plants in, you will notice that over a period of time, layers of dust begin to accumulate on the surface of your leaves. This becomes a deterrent to the growth of your plant because then it essentially means that it will be the dust will be clogging off the pores from the plant leaves, and that will simply mean that the plant will not have enough room to be able to take in the necessary nutrients that it needs in order to be able to photosynthesize, and based on that it will mean that the plant will be stunted in terms of growth and it will just not be thriving because then the pores are clogged, it cannot take in the necessary sunlight that it needs and the necessary nutrients that it needs from the environment naturally. And so because of that, it will mean that it will have a ripple effect on the general growth and well-being of your plant. So that said, you will then need to also understand to say the products that are going to be used on the plant as a cleaning agent also need to be harmless, as it were, so that it does not create maybe room for bacteria on your plants, which will in turn turn into something else, probably an infection or disease for your plant, but will also probably be good enough for the plant to be able to soak in and get possibly some nutrients from the products that you're using. So in this case, we're going to use products that you can find every day in your kitchen. This is something that is not expensive, it's very inexpensive, and it's something that obviously you would have every day in your home. So the first and most important product that we are going to look at is milk. So you will need milk for this particular solution, and this is dairy milk from a cow, and then we'll need some water as well. So this is distilled water in my case, so you can use rainwater as well. That is also essentially good. The reason why we emphasize on rainwater or distilled water is because the water that comes from most of our taps is contaminated. It does not have the type of products that are found in that particular water is not very good for your plants and also for the soil within the plants. And so it is advisable to instead either collect rainwater and store it for your plants, or use distilled water or mineral water for this particular process. And then of course you need a spray bottle. So this is just an ordinary spray bottle, which I'm sure you can source from any of your either hardware stores or even a grocery store. Usually they would have this readily available. And then you would need a microfiber cloth. So this is just like a clean microfiber cloth, which we're going to be using for the process. So after you have gathered all these products, of course you will need an actual plant to test these products on once you do the solution. And so today we're going to look at Mami Sam So this is my Australis Lisa. This is one of my mother plants. So as you can see, she's quite big. And she's not in the best of forms. She has a few battered leaves, but then yeah, she's one of my mothers. And we're gonna demonstrate our solution once we make it on her. So this is the plant that we're gonna use today. So we're gonna take 1 part milk, 2 parts water, and our dropper, our spray bottle, I beg your pardon, our spray bottle for this particular process. So I'll be back. Okay, so once you mix your solution, which is of course the 1 part milk and 2 parts water in your spray bottle, you then get your microfiber cloth. Instead of pouring directly onto your leaves, I would advise you to spray onto the microfiber cloth to avoid any spillage, especially if you have small children and pets in your home. You can pour it directly onto your cloth to avoid any messiness, and then just directly begin to wipe your leaves down. So you will notice that as you are wiping down your leaves, they become cleaner, they look glossier, and generally the whole plant just begins to sort of like bounce back to life. As you can see, let me try and move her closer so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Yes, so like I said, bear with me. Her leaves are a bit battered, but she is definitely gonna bounce back after the winter, which we are currently in within my country. So there we go. So we're cleaning her down, just making sure that we cover all the bases. There we go. A little up here and there. There we go. And we go down here. There we go. So I'm just trying to make sure that I cover everything that needs to be covered, and also just to show you how there is a noticeable difference even as you are cleaning. So yeah, like so. There we go. So there's my baby. There's my baby. Getting herself cleaned up. Getting herself cleaned up. Okay, so as you can see, like I said, bear with me. Her leaves are not in the best of shape, but yeah, I'm sure you can see that she has definitely gotten a facelift from just the few okay, wait, let me do this. Okay, so as you can see, her leaves look cleaner, they look glossier, and she definitely looks happier like that. So within the milk, obviously we know that there's calcium, and that calcium is essentially also extremely important for any plant, because it helps in, just like in human beings, it helps with bone formation. So basically this also helps with the plant to form stronger stems and generally be healthier, in short. So yeah, this is our Lisa, and she's clean despite not being in the best of forms, but we can see that there's a noticeable difference with her leaves after getting a cleanup. There we go. So we put her aside. So yeah, that was my DIY cleaning solutions for your leaves. That is something that you can do in your own time, in your home, with the easiest and most accessible ingredients available to you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If this is something that you would want to see more, or you have other suggestions of what you would want to see on this channel, please hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment down below, and I'll be able to definitely go through it and consider your request. Thank you so much for watching me, and I will see you in my next video.